Western Mass News 11 at 11.
Tonight, Springfield students are resuming their call for more mental health resources in schools. Good Thursday evening, everyone. Welcome to Western Mass News 11 at 11. I'm Chris Pisano. Western Mass News reporter Maria Wilson was at their event earlier today as students gathered outside City Hall, and she now joins us live in studio with those details. Maria.
Chris, students at today's event say that the Springfield Public School District isn't doing enough to fund mental health resources in their schools, and they are now asking for access to the last 2 years' budgets.
Mental health care is a need, not a want, and we are not being given what we need.
Dozens of Springfield students taking to the steps of City Hall to express their frustration with what they call a mental health crisis among teenagers. Students we spoke with, including Naomi Edwards, say the Springfield Public School District is in dire need of more mental health resources. And last month, they asked the school committee for an additional $4 million towards these resources.
I see a lack of trained officials, a lack of adjustment counselors, and a lack of overall accessible resources.
While the school committee did not amend their budget, they did approve $30 million for mental health purposes for this upcoming school year, which is the highest amount of funding the district has set aside for mental health, according to Patrick Roach, who is the Chief Financial and Operations Officer. Springfield Superintendent Daniel Warwick telling us in a statement, quote, "The interest of mental wellness expressed by this group is shared by the district, and we will continue to support principals as they fund programs and initiatives best suited for their buildings." But Springfield students want to know more about where the money is being spent. They've submitted a public records request for each high school's budget from the last 2 years. High school student Sanaya Sylvia tells us what she hopes to learn.
We're just hoping to see exactly what the principals say they're doing with this money. I want to see where the wellness centers that we supposed to have are. I want to see how they're paying the adjustment counselors that they say we have. I just want to see where all this money is going.
According to a survey of 250 students conducted by the Pioneer Valley Project, 1 in 5 students reported having suicidal thoughts, and about half of teens in the district deal with anxiety and depression. Sylvia says it's that type of data that keeps the group motivated.
We will not be silenced.
Is complying with a public records request, and they will respond to it. Reporting live in studio, Maria Wilson, Western Mass News.
Maria,